Hello, it's Kitty Shop back with another video. You probably was waiting on this video because I'm usually talking about things of the Lord. And as the saying goes, sometimes we can be so heavenly minded that we're no earthly good. And most of the time you can't see this until someone else is doing it. And so I'm like, Lord, thank you for allowing me to see this because it's for me. It's not for me to try to call out what they're doing. You're trying to show me that this is exactly how I be doing, or this is how I can basically become. But yeah, so we were having a conversation with someone, and they were like, "No, we rebuke that in the name of Jesus," and I'm just like, you can rebuke it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't rebuke it, but it's just like some things we just, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. And I never want to tell us as Christians that we're doing too much, because it's just like, no, we want to try to live as close as a perfect life, even though we never will, as we can. But we can't get to the point where we act like I'm so heavenly that everybody around me is so earthly, because you make people not want to be around you. And you make people talk about you and make videos like I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, because I am making a video. But it's just like, also we can be, and I don't want to say it the same as when I said, killing the witness, because I feel like that's worse when we do things that are, of course, that goes totally against the Lord. It's like, yeah, that's more so killing your witness versus being so heavenly minded. But it does, like I said, make people not want to be around you, and make people think like, this person thinks they're better than me, or they think everything that they say is always the right thing. And none of us do. But of course, we also need that reminder to say, okay, maybe you should not say that, because that's not appropriate, or your words have power. And it's a certain way you do things where, of course, you can be heavenly minded, but it's just like not so much as to where it seems like you're judging everything someone else does. And so we really have to be careful. And then you look at their life, as soon as something doesn't go the way that they're going, then they're popping off, at the mouth. And it's just like, what you're doing, it doesn't balance, because it makes it look like you can do things that totally go against the Lord. I guess that is hypocrisy. Same thing, killing the witness. But then when I do things that don't, you try to rebuke me. So we just really have to be careful in that. And that's why I'm always looking at myself. Of course, I do hold my friends and my family accountable to the things that they're doing if I feel like the Lord is like saying something. But more so, I am about holding myself accountable, because that's who I have to, live with. And of course, when I leave this earth, that's who I go with. I'm by myself. So it's not more so about me just trying to act so heavenly or act like I'm just perfect here on earth, that I'm start to be judgmental about how I'm, interacting with my friends and my family and in the circle of influence. So this is kind of a, not really a, I don't know, a topic of concern, but it's just something to think about. Food for thought. So thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, sa cambiar que quieres ver en otros. Until next time, bye.